quick safety warning. My performance tonight does contain some flashing images.
Oh yes!
There's no strobe lighting, but at one point I will get my cock out. No, it's good to be here in Watford. I'm from Stevenage, so it's nice just to be, literally anywhere else. Is anyone here, do you know Stevenage here at all?
Yeah.
Alright, for anyone that doesn't know Stevenage, the only way I can describe it is basically the city version of a colonoscopy first thing on a rainy Monday morning. It's just the worst. But no, it's good, because I recently moved house. That was nice. I moved into Ashford, nice little village. I thought when I moved house as a comedian, it'd be a good opportunity for me to meet some new neighbours, maybe get some new stories. But so far with my neighbours, the only story I've been able to come up with is the one I'm going to have to get straight with the police when they find the bodies. Because the problem is they have 5 children, and the estate agents never tell you that. You know when they show you around the house, they never go, oh, it's lovely, you've got a nice big garden, got a nice spacious kitchen. However, on the downside, they do have 5 young children, so you might want to take up heavy drinking. But no, it's a nice house. I found out moving house is stressful because you've got to buy all the shit you don't have, like a mattress. And I found, when I was moving, my fiancée asked me, she goes, oh, what kind of mattress do you want? And I went, until that point, I didn't know there were different types of mattresses. I just assumed they were all the same. And she said to me, she goes, no. Well, she goes, what type of mattress do you have at the minute? Is it a hard mattress, a soft mattress, orthopedic, memory foam? And I had to remind her that I was a 24-year-old male that lived alone. The only thing I knew my mattress was a health hazard. By the time I moved out, my mattress was like an economy class train seat. It's just covered in stains and no one knows where most of them are from. But no, it's nice. It's good to move in. For me, it was nice to move in with a female for the first time because you learn a lot from living with a female, I think. It's changed the way I look at life. For example, I used to think that all those countries where men have multiple wives and women had no say, I thought that's because they were all sort of backwards and a bit uneducated and things like that. But it's actually because it just makes sense, doesn't it? Because imagine if you have multiple wives, can you imagine as a man being wrong in 10 completely different made-up arguments at one time? It's just not. But no, we actually moved into my dad's old house because unfortunately my dad actually had to go into a care home. Although it's a weird care home because all the people that work there try to pretend their hardest it's not a care home. So you go in there and they're like, oh hi, come help yourself, my house is your house, come to the kitchen, get yourself a drink. They give off the impression that it's less of a care home and more just 5 women house sharing with the cast of Last of the Summer Wine. And every time I go there, my dad insists that he insists on introducing me to all the old people that are there, like we're going to be friends, like we run in the same social circle. So he introduces me to like 10 old people at a time, or it could just be one old person 10 times, I don't know. Because have you ever noticed, all old people dress exactly the same, and you never see these clothes in shops. It's like, where are they getting these clothes from? Does someone, when you hit 60, does someone turn up to your door like the Men in Black and just slide you a card with an address on it? And go, this is where you do your shopping now. Any questions? Yes, all the trousers are brown, beige or tan and have a crease down the middle. Yes, all the shoes are dark, clumpy and Velcro fastened. Yes, all the cardigans are itchy and have Kleenex and Werther's Originals in the pockets just in case. I've actually come to the conclusion that the only reason old people move so slowly is because their cardigans are weighed down with like a metric ton of just tissues and hard toffees. That's it. That's the only reason. Alright, how much time have I got left?
1 minute.
1 minute. Alright. I'm just gonna wrap up quick and I'm gonna leave you with one joke.
Get your cock out.
Right, final joke. This is a fact I read recently. 85% of women surveyed do not object to having pictures of them taken during sex. However, I found out that 100% of them do object to buying a picture on a keyring on the way out. Alright, that's my time. Thank you very much.